This is Papabrad's Gaming with a home arcade walk and talk. Today I'll be talking about Arcade1Up, iiRcade, and a little touch of @games. Let's check it out. Let's take a quick look in Best Buy and see if they have anything new. Hey, check this out. The Invisible Man. One of my favorite classic movie monsters. That's pretty cool. Just take a quick look through these adult action figures. E.T.'s phone and home still. I like this SpongeBob Skull Pants. Pretty cool. And something keeps drawing me to this particular figure. Shout out to Elvira. Let's check out the Arcade1Up selection at this Best Buy. Pleasantly surprised to see they have 2 deluxe cab demo models. Mortal Kombat cab, which I have reviewed, strategically located by the Barbies, of course. And they have a Pac-Man cab, which is a hard pass for me. Just don't really care for this one too much. The deck protector on this particular store model is also bowing up. I don't know if I need to walk around with a Phillips screwdriver and repair these every time I see one, but it seems to be a problem at Best Buy. I've heard they're over-tightening them, but it still really detracts from the gameplay experience when you're in the store. And the control panel's all bowed up, the deck protector. But anyway, keeping the Barbies company, you got plenty of Arcade1Ups. They have none of these in stock, by the way. I'd have to order them. But they did have 2 demos, which is cool. Had to set high score on Defender. Now you can get a super sweet deal on The Simpsons for only $699. What a smoking deal. These are flying off the shelves. Also, Blitz for $5.99. What another amazing deal at Best Buy. These are flying off the shelves. They have 2 of these in stock. Come get them quick. They're not going to last long at those prices. You get a stool with The Simpsons. How cool is that? Only $700. By the way, the stools are terrible. Arcade1Up has the worst. The stools aren't made for sitting in. Checking out, they had a nice selection of looks like gaming PCs. I was surprised. They're really increasing the amount they have on the floor here at Best Buy. I mean, I think these are beautiful. I just love the way they're making it where you can look inside the PC and see that smoking graphics card, see them fans all with the colored LEDs. Very cool. What I really want to get next is virtual reality. Shout out to Brooklyn Menace and the Arcade Talk Show, where Brooklyn Menace gives us a crash course on virtual reality. He's our virtual reality expert. Next up, some iiRcade news. The big news is that Double Dragon is no longer in the iiRcade store. I mean, for iiRcadians, we've been playing Double Dragon now for over 2 years, so, you know, here's a note from Jong. Hello everyone, regarding Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3 specifically, the contract term has expired and we are discussing renewal. During this time, the games were pulled for new purchases only. If you already purchased the game, they will stay with you, don't worry. They should be in your device, and you can also re-download them at My Games Library in your online store. Best regards, Jong. Let's see, the Double Dragon Crisis. The Double Dragon Crisis. Yeah, they're all there.
Hey, Brad, you see what you got me doing down here? Shit. You got me checking. To make sure I lose none of mine. There's Double Dragon right there. Let me make sure. There it is right there. I'm good.
I mean, this to me is not that big of a deal. I mean, I think Combat Tribes is 10 times the game that Double Dragon is, and it is also on the iiRcade. I have heard from new users that just got Retromania Wrestling Cabs that they're still able to download Double Dragon. Don't panic, stay the course. And, even if they do lose Double Dragon, so what? There's a ton of other good beat 'em ups on iiRcade. So just check the library out. On to the next segment. Next up on this Walk and Talk with Papa Brad, we are going to talk about some more Arcade1Up drama. The drama started on the therexershow. Let's check it out.
There was a post done by the Tech Buzz, okay? And I don't know who he's pointing out or who. It was a community post, and I'll let you guys read it. I don't know who he's attacking or saying. I don't know. Probably us, but
it's gotta
I
be
don't
us.
care.
I'm assuming
somebody like us, right? And here's the thing, and kind of read it. Wow! Imagine if I went after everyone for their live video and using StreamYard. This is the way some YouTubers go after people for owning 1-ups. That cheap broadcasting software is the equivalent of an Arcade1Up. Okay, wait a second.
What?
So now you're admitting that a cheap, piece of software like StreamYard and Melon, which we all agree is cheap, right, Kev?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm using it.
I've never said it was awesome. That's why I'm using it. It's free.
Exactly,
It's basically free.
So,
all right. And then he goes on to say, so now I agree with you, Tech Buzz.
yeah.
This is cheap. Melon, StreamYard, cheap pieces of junk. We're always arguing and going, man, the sound didn't work. The chat didn't come up. Something's always wrong with it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is the equivalent of now he's saying Arcade1Up is cheap. Well, okay.
Agreed.
So now you're agreeing with us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We agree. And then he goes, and let's say this, Kev, have you ever done a promotional video on StreamYard or Melon? Have you ever, promoted it and done 72,
Never.
streams and reviews?
I've never even mentioned I use Melon whenever we've gone live. So if
Nobody
it says it in
cares.
the corner, nobody cares. They don't want to know what
Nobody
you're
cares.
doing. Just go live.
Yeah. So then he goes on to say, where what I use as TriCaster is the equivalent of a real arcade. Don't feel good when the shoe is on the other foot.
What?
The shoe isn't on the other foot. You're basically confirming what we have said the whole time.
Yeah.
Arcades are here, right? 1-ups are down here. TriCast, your software that you use is up here. Melon and StreamYard are way down here. They suck. Nobody's disagreeing with you on that.
No.
All right? Now, you guys can read the rest. Let me just say this. And my point has to be, you're basically confirming what we are saying. If you are a broadcaster and that's what you do, and that's your profession, right, Kev?
Yeah.
That's your profession, and you do that for almost a living, or say you do it for a living, and you use TriCaster and you say StreamYard and Melon is garbage, yeah.
Yeah.
And people who are in your field should blast you if you're using StreamYard and Melon.
Absolutely. And so how's that any different than somebody that works with arcades, loves real arcades, says 1-up is trash?
We are arcade enthusiasts. We are the most people in the world who are loving and critical and love arcades. We have channels dedicated to arcades. You all do. You all have channels dedicated to arcades in your games and your game rooms. I don't have a channel dedicated to broadcasting.
Nope.
I don't have a channel dedicated to StreamYard and Melon. That's not me. That's you Tech Buzz, you would have been better off arguing that you use StreamYard and Melon in your own shows and you're a professional broadcaster and you're fine with it. That would have been a better argument for using 1-ups that are just as bad. You would have been better off arguing that fact, that you're a professional broadcaster and you still use Melon and StreamYard.
Yeah.
I'll call it a professional arcade enthusiast. And I don't use 1-ups. I'll tell you that. I don't use 1-ups. And I don't blame people who use 1-ups, but for my show, my channel, it's all arcade gaming related. I got arcades behind me. I'm Arcade. Let's talk arcades.
You know what the problem is too? He leaves out one bit of info here, price. He's comparing free. Let's be honest, guys. You can get a melon for free. A 1-up is $650. Hey, TechBuzz, you think using free has problems? Yes, but is it free? Am I streaming here for free? You dope. And you're going to compare that to a $650 1-up? And stop being passive aggressive. If you want to come at somebody, put their names in the post. I'm tired of you making these posts where you don't be honest and say, who you're talking about. Doesn't feel good now. We don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Come on, dude. It doesn't matter. I assume he's talking about us.
It's got to be us. It's always us. It's always us. Unless he's talking about the Woz, but Woz didn't go after channels. Whatever.
Okay, Carl, I'm glad you brought this up. This is the point, is you kind of forget how real arcades feel and you settle. You settle. You're like, well, I can't have real arcades. And I get it. I'm not going through the argument of why you don't have real arcades. And, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But, man, you can't shill this stuff and say it's great when it really just isn't. It's just you lost the feeling of what a real arcade feels like and what it should be. And if you walk into a game room, and I'll say it again, and you see a line of 1-ups, I'll probably just say, go ahead, enjoy. There's really.
So anyway, shortly after this live stream that the Rexer Show did, I get a message from the Tech Buzz, Stephen Haywood. And basically, he tells me that I am done. Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Guess what? No one's gatekeeping Papa Brad. I have my own lane. But thank you for letting me know that I'm done. Have a good night. And stay legit.